In this episode, I want to talk to you a little bit about this awesome MagSafe phone charger and mount that I have for my Cayman, so stick around. Hey, welcome to Porsche Fixation. I'm Dino, your host. Glad to see you here. I want to talk with you a little bit about this phone mount and MagSafe charger that I've got for my Cayman. I was looking online and it's kind of hard to decide on what kind of phone mount you want to put in your vehicle without seeing it firsthand yourself, or without seeing a video like this where somebody goes on in detail about some of the attributes about the particular phone charger. When I looked online at some Cayman specific phone mounts, they were very expensive, and what I found peculiar about them is that although they were good quality, solid mounted phone holders, some MagSafe, they seem to always be located over here, down here on the side of the center console, or even over here in front of the glove box, and again on this side, where if you're just using the phone just to place it somewhere, it seems like an awkward place because it'd be right at the legs of your passenger down over here. Or if there was ever a scenario where you wanted to go and look at something on your phone, you had to look down here, which was odd. And so I thought those ones wouldn't suit me, and I thought I would look at some other types of phone mounts. And so I did some research and watched some online reviews and came across this one here. I don't know if it's called Qi2 or Qi2 from ESR. I'll have a link to it in the description section, but I thought I would go ahead and give this a try. Some of the particular features about this phone mount is that it's MagSafe, so the phone can just immediately mount right to it, and it is a MagSafe charger so that you can just hook it up like that and it'll start charging your phone. Now, there are a couple elements about this particular phone mount that I rather like. One, with these vents here on the 981, the phone mount is in, as far as I'm concerned, the perfect position. It's right here beside the wheel. If for any reason I needed to touch the screen, I could just, even with keeping my hands on the wheel, still touch the screen. And what I found is that it was a solid mount. It didn't jiggle around too much at all. And with all the driving I've been doing, the occasional bumps in the road, the phone has never bounced off the mount, yet it comes off easily enough. I can just slap it on right here and it just stays. I can just mount it sideways and it stays. And the location is perfect in that it's right at eye level or just below eye level, not sticking up above the dash, and it's over here. It's not obstructing this screen whatsoever. It's just above the screen, the perfect location. And when I'm using the Maps app for navigation, I have this large iPhone Pro Max, so it's a nice big screen giving me navigation. And I can also just view it this way as well. At first I thought, or I wondered if it would be jiggly or wobbly, but it really isn't. I am really satisfied with how sturdy a mount it is and how firm or strong the magnet is on this phone mount. Now, I did use another phone mount in my wife's car. I'll have a B-roll of it right here, and I didn't feel it was as secure as this particular one. Now, the thing about the Qi2 wireless car charger, this one here has a vent or a fan with it. It is powered by connecting the cable, and I'll talk to you about how the cable is strung out right here. And it blows the fan to help keep the phone cool when it's charging. Now, I'll show you online that you can order this at a fraction of the cost as the ones that I'm showing you on the screen now. I mean, you could do your own research and find these particular phone mounts, and you could notice the price of them. And this phone mount is a fraction of the cost. And I feel the location of this phone mount is way better than those other ones that I've shown you on the screen. Given that the vent of the car is right here and I have it constantly running because I have auto temperature control, I don't feel that the fan is actually necessary, and you could buy this same model without the fan. And so you can see on the screen here how it's an option for selection. I decided I wanted to get the fan, but now that I realize with this vent blowing all the time, it'll keep the phone cool anyway. Now I haven't tested it, but my experience so far is that sometimes I just plug this cable right into the phone, and what's great about that is I'm able to play my music through the head unit. And I'm new to Porsche right now, so this 981 head unit has a source option here which allows me to pick the different source of information going to the infotainment system. So I'm able actually to even play music or have sound playing from my phone over the speakers when I want to do that. And I'm not worried about it getting hot because the fan is blowing from behind anyway. So if you wanted to save a little money and you like this phone mount, you could save some money and buy the one that doesn't have the fan. So I'm very happy with this phone mount in terms of how secure it is, with how strong the magnet is, with the actual position of the phone. I think it's perfect. It's perfect in this orientation when I have need to have the phone mounted this way, and it's perfect in this orientation when I have the need for the phone to be mounted this way. It's at the perfect eye level. It doesn't block the screen. It's close enough to the wheel in case I needed to do a touch screen motion for any purpose. So it's spectacular that way. And then of course, this is a MagSafe charger. So not only does the magnet allow you to mount the phone there, but it charges your phone as well. Now here's something I want to talk with you about in terms of the cable that charges the phone. If you use your own USB-A to USB-C cable, you can just plug it in to the USB-A port in the glove box, and then it's nicely hidden away. I'm going to show you how I ran the cable from there behind the radio and up through the dash here. So there's no cable showing whatsoever, and you don't even notice this cable here when the phone is mounted, but it'll charge your phone just fine. But in the box, they provide you with a USB-C to USB-C cable, and you're to use that to plug into here and then into a USB-C port that gives you enough wattage so that you're actually fast charging with this phone. Now the trick is, well, the 981 doesn't have a USB-C port. Well, that's where you can get something like this, and this isn't very expensive at all, and it just plugs into your cigarette lighter port in here, or the cigarette lighter port here in the armrest. And then by removing these panels here, which I'll show you shortly, you could either run it from here behind the dash and up through here, and you'd get fast charging on your MagSafe mount. So let me just show you how these side panels here come off so that you could run your cable from here to there without it being visible. Now I've seen people use plastic trim tools to remove these panels, but I'm just going to use my banana hooks. Did you hear that? So there's about 6 little pins that are in these holes here, and you just apply some pressure and they just pop out. I think there's one back here. There you go. So once you have all of the pins popped out, this just slides forward. Here are the pins. You can see this one has a little dog leg to it. Now, I've seen in other videos this plastic piece sometimes comes out, so be wary of that and make sure you keep that there. And then you could just mount your cable into this port here and just feed it in behind the radio, out this side into your MagSafe charger, and then just hide the cable underneath and put these panels back on. So there's my USB-C port. So now I've plugged it into the cigarette lighter port there. So now I have a USB-C socket that puts out the appropriate amount of watts so that the MagSafe charger will be providing fast charging. And now I need to use the USB-C to USB-C cable that came with the box. Incidentally, they also provide this double-sided tape mount where you could put your MagSafe mount somewhere on the dash, but I think this location is perfect, so I didn't use this. Okay. So I'll just push it in this way and feed it through, and then when it comes out the other side, I could just pull it up, and then I could just plug it up under here, and now you can see the blue light indicates that the fan is on and there's power going to the phone mount, and I could determine how much of this cable I would like to remain available or loose, and then just pinch it into the seam here, and then I could put on this particular side of the dash, lining up the pins with the holes that I see right here. You can see where I've got the pins and I lined them up with the holes, and I just follow that all the way up. Make sure I have this in place. And then once they all line up, they just very nicely just plug right back in. There you go. And the same with this side. Only with this side, the cable will go back up in here. And then when I put my phone here on the mount, I get the fast charging icon that you see right there. That indicates that that's fast charging. If you didn't have the right cable or the right wattage of USB-C to USB-C cable going into the phone, it would charge, but it wouldn't have given you that symbol. And that symbol is indicating that you're now getting fast charging. So not only will you be getting fast charging when you use this particular phone mount and MagSafe charger, but you're getting probably the most ideal placement for a phone mount that is very efficient, because you just put it on, take it off, put it on. It's very, very efficient that way. It's very strong, great location, and the price is right. Hey, that's it for this week's episode of Porsche Fixation. I hope that you found it helpful. If you did, how about giving the video a thumbs up? Or if you're new to the channel, please feel free to hit that subscribe button right there and the alert bell so you'll be notified when the next video is released. Until the next time, I'm Dino for Porsche Fixation. Cheers.